My name is Ainsley and I would like to introduce you to my partner.
I'm Manaia, and we are both from the Topeka Center for Advanced Learning and Careers. So, welcome to Kansas Science Homer Sports Park. At one time, the park was a working farm that produced natural needs for the two hospitals.
Today, you'll be seeing energy substations, wind turbines, and solar panels here to provide electrical power to Homer Sports Park Complex and the nearby neighborhoods.
We are learning about many different kinds of energy today.
Kansas took place in the early weeks of October. Due to the unknowing, we were unaware that we needed a video for the competition. We were going to go over what we taught the 7th graders at Kansas, and we've included pictures of us working with the students. This is a standard that we used. It's matter and its interactions.
So our learning intention. We are learning to use temperature sensors to investigate and collect thermal temperature data.
And the success criteria that we gave the students was describe a variety of materials and its properties or color and its differences due to the temperature changes. Explain the design decisions engineers make when choosing materials and color. Determine materials temperature using sensors and difference using calculations.
So for the relevance, we gave the students relevance to incorporate like sports mechanisms. So we gave them 2 soccer teams jerseys if they would rather wear a white team jersey or a black team jersey in a really hot summer day.
So on their worksheet that we gave them, there was a section that we had them fill out for the academic vocabulary words. The first definition is thermal, relating to or caused by heat. The second is gauge, a form of measurement, measuring temperatures. The third word is hypothesis, and is an assumption made for the sake of an argument. And we had them list the definition with the word. We attached a virtual simulator for the students to explore on our slideshow. It shows a real-life auto shop and a house and its thermal recognition using a sensor right here. And it even has a dog on there. So they can really relate this to their everyday life with the home. All right, then we explained to the students what the experiment they were doing. So we have these temperature sensors. To use them, we explained to them that you need to press the middle button and the back button and hold it about 15 inches away from the rag. These are not to take the temperatures of your friends, only objects and not people. Do not point them in anyone's eyes, or we had them sit away and watch other people do the experiment. So we explained to them what they would be doing, taking temperatures of the rags and the shade and the sun, and then we had them create a scientific hypothesis based on the experiment that they were going to be doing.
So for the procedure, we had the students get into groups of 2 or 3 while we gave them the instructions of what they were doing. Not too many instructions though, as we didn't want to confuse them or get them overwhelmed. But as we were explaining the instructions, we would tell them to label out their graph as we were handing out the materials that they needed. And then before we started the experiment, we would have them make a hypothesis over what they think would happen with the different rags.
On our worksheet, it has hypothesis and what do you expect to happen. So we had the kids discuss with their shoulder partner what they think was going to happen, as well as why. We wanted the kids to come up with a hypothesis support, why they think it's going to happen. We had them write down why they thought it was going to happen and what they thought was going to happen. Then we had the kids actually do the experiment and fill out all the cells and take the temperatures of all their rags in the shade. Then After 3 minutes, we had the kids lay their rags in the sun and take the temperature of the rags in the sun. This is an assessment key where it shows which rags they put in which box. The first one was for the sun, the second one was for the shade, and then we had the kids do the difference between the shade and the sun.
So for questions, after we were done with the experiment, we would ask them relatable questions. So if they were playing in a 95-degree weather, which one would they rather wear? Would they rather wear the light blue jersey or the black jersey? And we would have to ask them why it would make sense for them to wear each different color of jersey.
So we asked the kids before and after the experiment which jersey they would wear. Their answers to the question became more white after they did the experiment. We had a few of the kids say black before the experiment, and they ended up changing their answer after the experiment was done. So this is all the kids that attended Kansa for the 7th graders. We had kids from Robinson, Chase, Landon, Eisenhower, French, and Jardine, and ended up coming to a total of 951 students at Kansa. All 951 students were successful. They described a variety of materials properties or colors and its differences due to temperature changes, explained design decisions engineers made when choosing their materials.
And we had them determine the material temperatures using sensors and differences using calculations. And we had the students engaged the whole time, and we had no behavioral issues while they were engaged with the experiment. Once again, I'm Manaia Isaiah.
And I'm Ainsley Schimmel.
Thank you.